Hi, I'm Mark Hicks. I'm going to do two festive treats. One is a bloody good eggnog and the other one is quail egg shooters. So I'm going to use Clarence Court Cotswold leg bars. I'm going to separate the yolks from the whites. Now this is far removed from the old eggnogs that we were used to, that our parents brought out at Christmas time. And it's pretty easy to make. I'm using some English cider brandy from Somerset. I'm using some rum and a little bit of Madeira. So I've got some sugar, some of the sugar to whisk the eggs, some freshly grated nutmeg, a little bit of ground cinnamon. So what I'm going to do is whisk as you can see, these leg bar eggs have got really lovely deep yellow yolks. Now I'm just going to add some cider brandy. You can really use equal quantities of this or add a little bit more rum or cider brandy. If you haven't got cider brandy and you haven't got rum, you could use Calvados. You could even use a bit of whiskey in it, and I'm using a little bit of Madeira, which again not everyone's got in their cupboard at home. This gives it a nice round sweetness. You could use some medium sherry for that if you wish. So I'm going to give that a good whisk up, and then I'm going to add some cream and milk to that. Okay, so the yolks in this kind of bring all the ingredients together. It gives it a nice velvety texture, and it's almost like a kind of a custardy effect. So all of the ingredients we're going to put into the eggnogs, the egg yolks kind of help to bind it together. Now I'm going to whisk the egg whites, not too stiff, just we're going to beat them up. You can use an electric whisk or a hand whisk for this, but I'm just going to beat them up by hand. Now I'm just going to fold the two together. I'm just going to give it a little taste now, because at this stage you can add a little bit more Madeira, a bit more cider brandy, or in this case a bit more rum. If you've never actually done an eggnog before, what we're looking for here is it's a very creamy, velvety, and it's far removed from the sort of advocaat that used to cut that yellow stuff that we used to have in the bottles when we were kids, that we remember our parents used to eat. Now to accompany the eggnog, I'm going to do some quail egg shooters. I sort of stole this idea from a restaurant in New York called the Fatty Crab. And over there they do it, you soft boil them, so you literally take them back like shooters. And they use the dried sort of Malaysian fish. And what I've done here is I've kind of done an English version, which is kind of a bacon and eggs really. So I've cooked some crispy bacon, finely chopped it, and I'm just going to sprinkle this on at the end. Lower your quail's eggs into some simmering water for about 20 seconds. Now I think a lot of people are scared to buy quail eggs because firstly they're not sure what to do with them apart from boiling them. And quail's eggs have really got so many different uses. You can soft boil them, put them into a salad. You can even do little tiny fried quail's eggs as a little canapé. And there's some quite clever little ways of actually poaching them just by cracking them into vinegar and then dropping them into water. So they're going to stay in there for about 15 seconds. And the idea of these is that the eggs are still very, very liquidy. So they come out of there. Now all you need to do now is just cut the pointy top off. We use these clever little boards in the restaurant just with little holes drilled out of them. But if you haven't got these, or you can use a bed of sea salt, just lay them out on a little dish, and then all you do is sprinkle your crispy bacon on top. There we go, perfect Christmas treat. And then all you usually do with these is just knock them back and just squeeze the shell. Simple as that.